Moisturize my lips. Moisturize them lips. Moisturize them lips. How my camera? Not my camera already being on low battery. I'm 15 seconds in. Moisturize my lips. Moisturize my lips. Better. I'm not good and ready to go. Am I centered? Hi guys, it's Amber. Just wanted to give a big shout out to the puff. I got the big puff today, working it, Okay, so hi guys. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a new segment that I'm putting on my channel. I've been really thinking about doing this segment for a long time. Like I'm talking for like the past 2-3 years. I've wanted to bring this to my channel, but something told me not to just yet. Like I felt like I needed to be in the right mindset, and I needed my editing and just my entire being to be in the right setting for me to bring this segment to my channel. And I feel like now is the perfect time. This segment is going to be called Sister Amber's Advice, and basically I'm going to be giving you advice. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm studying to be a psychologist, and initially I'm one of those people that enjoys helping people with their problems. Like if you had problems in your house, like with your family or with your friends or at work or in your love life or anything like that, with yourself, I like being one of those people where you have a comfort to like ask me things that you feel like you can't ask anybody else. It makes me happy because I like to feel like that's a gift. I like to feel like I have that sense, that vibe where I just make people feel comfortable, and that's all I really want. Is just I want people to feel comfortable. And if you feel comfortable enough to where you really want to ask me something personal, I appreciate that. Like that goes a long way for me. Like, thank you. So it's called Sister Amber's Advice because I'm Amber and I like to think of myself as y'all's sister. Maybe in like your older sister or your younger sister, depending on the age. I'm 24, by the way. Depending on wherever you want to put me as. The reason why I chose Sister Amber because I did want to do Mama Amber's Advice, because at one point I used to be like, join the community so I could be your mom. I was one of those people that was real big on things like that. Like I call my internet friends my kids, and it was just a thing that I did, and I don't know if I still do it. I'm not sure. I haven't really clicked it in my head on if I still do that or not, but I felt like playing the sister role would be a better one than people being like, oh, gotta ask my internet mom something. If you still look at me as your internet mom, that's cool, that's fine. But I feel like I liked the trope of me being a sister better because it's a sibling. Like a sibling is different from your mom, and I know this isn't real. I know I'm not really your sister. I know I'm not really your mom, but I just felt like mentality wise it just made more sense. So with all that being said, this is supposed to be an advice segment. There's going to be a link down below to a Google form, and it's free. You don't have to download nothing. You don't have to sign up for nothing. You don't have to do nothing. You click the link, you write what you want to write, you send it in, I get it. And the best part about it is it's 100% anonymous. So I'm not even going to know who's saying what. I just think that would be a better way for us to connect. Basically, in my Google form, you can ask me anything that you want. It's meant to be a safe place. It's meant for you to finally have somebody that you can really open up to and speak about. However, I'm not going to dedicate one advice to one video. If 5 of you send me a response tonight, and by the time I want to record another one of these videos and it's still just you 5, then I'll give all 5 of you a certain type of advice in the video. Just know that your story is going to be read unless you tell me not to. If you write in your form, don't say this part, in the video or something, I won't. 100%. It's definitely about your comfort for sure. And I wouldn't want to do anything that disrespects anybody or makes anybody feel uncomfortable or anything like that. And I will do the best that I can to give you the best advice, okay? So I'll link down as many videos as I can think about that has advice in it and that a lot of people felt like they got a lot of closure from as well. It's a little different because I'm used to like telling people, hey, you can inbox me on Twitter or on Instagram or something like that. I feel like this is easier because not only is it anonymous, but you can really just tell me anything and everything, and I can also give advice to others who probably had the same questions. Okay, that intro was long and that was not the case. That wasn't the plan. That wasn't what was supposed to happen, but here we are. I thought the best way for me to start off the advice series that I'm trying to start is to give y'all my own advice that I had to tell myself. Kick back, babe. Let's do this. Not to be a winehead or nothing, but I feel like I just need a drink. Just a little drink, okay? This isn't a wine chat or nothing. I just need a little something, okay? Welcome to Sister Amber's Advice. Today's topic is, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give y'all the textbook definition of self-worth, and then we're going to piggyback off of that. That's hilarious. Self-worth, another term for self-esteem. No, that's not what I asked. Where's the actual definition? What does it mean to have self-worth? Having a sense of self-worth means that you value yourself. And having a sense of self-value means that you are worthy. Ooh, that's beautiful. Self-worth is defined as a feeling that you are a good person who deserves to be treated with respect. That is fantastic. That is perfect. That is perfect. So now that everybody knows the definition of self-worth, that is the literal definition of self-worth. And it's just beautiful how they did it. It's perfect. I love it so much. Self-worth is extremely important. Like, especially if you're somebody who's trying to build up self-love and loving yourself and anything that's positive that has to do with you. Self-worth is in that category. So it's definitely something that you want to look into and that you need to work on if you haven't already. I feel like there's always room for improvement with everybody when it comes to self-worth. I feel like everybody deserves to be respected at the end of the day. Doesn't matter who you're dating, who you're married to, who's your friend group, if they're your parents, if they're your kids, if they're your siblings, if they're your boss. It doesn't matter. Like, if it's the person at the grocery store, it doesn't matter. I feel like everybody deserves to be respected. But because I'm trying to give advice on my own perspective from the word self-worth, it's more in the relationship aspect to everybody. I want you to always pay attention to what's going on. At the end of the day, listen to your gut. You're not overthinking. Now, sometimes overthinking does happen. And it's normal. It's a normal human thing to overthink. But if you always overthink about what's happening, something isn't right. That's your body, your mind, your spirit telling you that something is off. The waters are rocky right now. Like, ain't nothing smooth happening. So I do genuinely believe that you should always listen to that at the end of the day. Whether if it's about love, whether if it's about friendship, whether if it's about if you should, walk into this gas station or not. Always listen to what your insides are telling you. If you feel weird about something, don't do it. Do the safest thing and do the thing that works for you at the end of the day. Okay? Respect is extremely important, especially respect for yourself. There's a lot of people out here who are allowing other people to disrespect them, especially in a romantic state. It's easy to be manipulated by somebody that you're interested in. But if your self-worth is high enough, you're able to battle those challenges. And sometimes you're not. Sometimes you do have to fight a couple battles before you can realize that you've been in the war the whole time. So the best thing that you can do is to always step back and ask yourself, is this how I want to be treated always? Did you ask them to hang out and they said yes, and they never showed up? They didn't text you, they didn't call you, they didn't message you on Snapchat or something or whatever. Ask yourself, would you have done that to them? If the answer is no, then that's one of the red flags that you need to listen to. I'm real big on red flags. Please watch red flags. Red flags are linked to a person that's linked to a lot of their flaws, and red flags are meant to be parts of yourself that you should improve on and that you should want to improve on. The reason why I say that red flags are linked to your flaws is because your flaws can be other people's red flags. Just like other people's red flags are their flaws that you see. And when I say flaws, I don't mean like the physical state of flaws. I mean overthinking is a flaw, and that can be a red flag for somebody. Like, imagine you texted somebody and they didn't text back. Like, it took them 4-5 hours to text you back, and you're over here freaking out, overthinking. Oh my gosh, they don't like me. What's going on? Why wouldn't they do this? Why wouldn't they do that? And then they text you back just to tell you that they were asleep or something like that. And you like let them know, oh my gosh, I really thought whatever. Overthinking can be a red flag for people, because then they're like, okay, well, you're always under my skin every time you think I'm doing something wrong when I'm not. That can be a red flag for people, because that could be like, okay, that's a weird controlling state, even though to you it's considered a flaw. To you, it's not a red flag. You like, I mean, that is something that I need to work on. That's something I need to look up to. Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense. Red flags. I had to look up a couple of them. Oh yeah, this is good. Like lack of communication. That's a red flag. Even though to that person, it might not be a red flag. But to that person, okay, let me map it out. Let's say me and you are dating, okay? I have lack of communication and you notice that. So to you, that's the red flag. Like, okay, Amber don't communicate. So that's a red flag. I might need to stay with her. I might need to stop messing with her like that, because she doesn't know how to communicate and I'm a communicative person. To me, that's my flaw, is my communication. That's an area that I need to work on within myself and something that I need to do for myself. You get it? So that's why I feel like red flags and flaws clash. And to you, that's a red flag. To them, that's a flaw, and vice versa. So it's always best to just look for them, you know? And don't, okay, in certain situations, depending on what the red flag is, run, you know? But in other situations, if you do see lack of communication, like within somebody, talk to them about it. Ask them about it. And, you know, let them know. Because people can't fix something if they don't know what needs to be fixed, you know? Unless it's something that's like blatant. But something like communication, let people know that. Like, be like, hey, I am somebody who, you know, whenever I'm texting you, you know what I mean? But also, you might need to draw your own flaw back and try not to make it a controlling situation if controlling is one of your flaws. You know? It's like a lot of different things that like jumble on top of each other. But hopefully this is all making sense. You know, irresponsible, immature, unpredictable, a lack of trust, you know, their family or friends don't like you or something. The controlling behaviors, you always bring that up. So all I'm saying is that the person that you're talking to, catch things that you don't like. Red flags are things that you don't like, you know, or things that is showing behavior that you're either not interested in or you're not used to, or you just know is wrong, like the lack of trust or something like that. And again, talking is very healthy. So please talk to that person and see what's up and see what's going on. Because you don't deserve any of this. Nobody deserves any of this. Like, I just want everybody to be happy, you know? Because if you have any of those situations happening to you, then it's going to possibly deteriorate your self-worth, because people who treat you like that don't treat you with respect. None of this has anything to do with respect, and respect is all self-worth is. Just make sure you respect yourself, and make sure you're looking for somebody who is going to respect you just as you're going to respect them. That's basically all it is. I've had my own instances and my own situations that recently happened. That's why I decided to do this segment of the video that has, you know, advice in it at the end of the day too. I was dealing with, you know, a person who was immature, and they had lack of communication, you know, and, you know, they were flaky, you know, it was just a lot, you know. They were only after one thing at the end of the day. And I had to tell myself that. I had to be like, at the end of the day, they were after one thing that you clearly weren't trying to give up because you didn't know who they were. Like, why, you know? It's a lot, you know. In that situation that I was in, I didn't lose my self-worth. However, I do feel like there was some of me that was lost because I kept going back to the fact that, oh, well, he's cute, you know. He hasn't done nothing super bad to me that's really gonna make me feel like, you know, or anything like that. And that ain't gonna cut it. That doesn't cut it, sweetie, okay? It doesn't matter if they're doing something that's super, you know, red flagish, or if they're doing something that's minorly red flagish. At the end of the day, it's a red flag. And red flags are something that you should just always look out for and always pay attention to. Because who I was dealing with was somebody that I knew I was not going to be in a relationship with. Because they had too many red flags. Like, and that's just all there is to it. At the time, whenever me and that person had a falling out, I was upset about it. But at the same time, like now looking back on it, I'm so happy it happened because it just makes more sense. It's better this way. And so I was able to get more of an appreciation for myself and for my needs and for what I'm looking for in the next person who falls in my pathway. So that's another reason why knowing your self-worth and knowing who you are and knowing what you want and what you're looking for is going to help you in the long run because you're going to know who isn't that person. And I am one of those people who's like, well, maybe they just, you know, they're here for a reason, right? No. Everybody that's brought into your life isn't always for a reason. A lot of the times they just there. They're just an obstacle. But you probably don't realize that until later on, you know? So it's just something to always look out for and something to always believe in. Self-worth is extremely important, and it's something that I highly believe everybody deserves and everybody should have, including you. So yeah, you guys, that's basically it. That's really all I have to say about that, which is hilarious because there's like a whole part of a lot of it that you're not even gonna see because I just started rambling and going deep into. I basically was doing a story time, and that wasn't the idea. It was just meant to just loop into why this is a part of the video and things of that sort. But at the end of the day, I hope a lot of you understood what it was I was saying and what it was I was trying to say and the advice that I was trying to give off to everybody. At the end of the day, you just gotta know what you deserve. If you deserve the love that you can give somebody else, then that's what you should look for. You know, don't you ever settle for less because there's a lot out there, babe. There's a lot out there. And there is somebody out there for you. And that's just all there is to it, you know? Don't settle for somebody. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's better. There's people out there who are better, who are willing to be better. Don't settle for somebody who's, you know, stuck in their ways and doesn't want to grow and grow with you because that means they're not for you. That means they still growing on their own, and whenever they're ready to grow, then they'll grow with the person that they're ready to grow with, but that's not you, okay? That's all I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was very informative. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I hope a lot of you took in a lot of the information I was saying to you all. I really appreciate you, and if you have not already, feel free to hit the subscribe button and become a sour and join our community because we all love each other here, and I get to be your sister. Thank you guys so much. I will surely see y'all next time. Remember, keep your head up and smile, and always remember that somebody has your back. Bye, guys.